You lied, you cheated, and now you're suffering. I'll get into that, and then the latest home prices and insights for the Peel and Durham region for week ending June the 12th, 2024. All sorts of stories out there about a homeowner who is in trouble now because they can't afford their home. Now, some of these applied for their mortgage. Some of these homeowners applied legitimately. And many, we know, got their mortgage. A polite way of saying they committed mortgage fraud is that they got very creative in how they put their application together. But they committed mortgage fraud to get their home. And these people that are stuck now, that committed mortgage fraud, can no longer afford their home, they're blaming everybody else. Now look, if you're in this situation and you legitimately had no idea what was going on, that you didn't know you were doing something illegal, that the documents you submitted, you didn't know they've been altered, I sympathize for you. It's a terrible situation to be in, and somebody took advantage of you. But let's think of the process for a second, because it's really hard to believe that you did not know. It's really hard. Your income is not your income that was reported on your mortgage application. Your job might not have even been your job. The website that the company, the fake company that you work for, was created, and you knew you didn't qualify because you probably were pre-approved before you went house hunting, but you liked the really expensive one way above your budget, and that's the one you wanted. Maybe there's another person in the family that gets paid cash. They can't declare their income, or they're not declaring their income. And so just you on your own, you weren't qualifying. But man, with this other person helping, and if we change the documents, we can buy our dream home. Well, that's what you did. Things have changed today. Mortgage payments are through the roof. Maybe because of the economy, the person that wasn't declaring income, maybe they've lost their cash job, or it's just not the same, and you're in trouble. But you knew. If you didn't, I sympathize. But it's so hard to believe that you didn't know. That you didn't know that this was being done so you could qualify for a home that you would not normally qualify for. You knew, and now you're in trouble. It's hard for the world to sympathize for you. You know what makes it worse? Is when you bought the home that you weren't qualified to buy, you took that opportunity for somebody that wanted to buy it legitimately. They qualified legitimately, and you took that opportunity away from them. Or even worse still, you bought 2 or 3 homes this way. You qualified maybe for your first one legitimately, but you didn't have it all together to qualify for number 2 and number 3 as investments. But somehow you managed, and you qualified for those now creatively, and you took that away from somebody else that was looking to buy those and qualified legitimately to live in. That's what makes the whole situation worse. If you think this video can help somebody you know, please pass it along. If you get value from what we're talking about, subscribe. And if you want to speak with me about your real estate situation, selling, buying, it's really simple. Up here, there's a link to my calendar. Below this video in the description, there's a link to my calendar. Click on that, book a time that's convenient for you. We'll talk about whatever's on your mind. Now, let's get into the numbers. Here we go, folks. We're going to be talking about Mississauga, Brampton, and Durham. For Durham, I'm using Pickering, Ajax, and Whitby as my Durham sample, and only detached properties. All the numbers refer to detached properties only. Here's a quick summary of average sold price. Durham, Brampton, Mississauga. Between Brampton and Mississauga, Brampton at almost 1.2 average sold price, Mississauga just over 1.5 average sold price. The difference is 367,000. That's the difference between average sold price. It's many times difficult for somebody to leave one neighborhood or one city, we'll say Brampton and Durham, and move to Mississauga laterally. They often either they've done great with their home and built up a ton of equity, or they're moving and stepping down a bit as the type of home that they have, just because of the difference in price. We're going to start off with Mississauga. Again, detached properties only. For week ending June the 12th, 46 detached properties were sold. 6 of those were at $2 million or more. It looks like to me, although we have the 1 week in here where sales jumped up, overall it looks like sales may be trending down. Average sold price, I would say, is trending up a little bit. For this week, we're sitting at $1,538,000. 1,538 is really no percentage change from where we were this time a year ago. The median price is 8% lower. And yeah, if you look at the dotted line of 4-week moving average, it's trending, it's kind of flat or trending up. It's hard to kind of see, but it kind of looks like it's trending up slightly. 46 were sold, 26% sold at list price or more. That's lower than what we've seen over the last 3 months. The percentage is lower. Listings went from 121 to 167. Active listings is trending up, and months of inventory is trending up. We're sitting at 3.4 months of inventory. We're at the bottom end of a balanced market. Now, if months of inventory is trending up and we continue this way, we should see average prices starting to trend down a little bit. That's Mississauga. Let's look at Brampton. 56 detached properties were sold. 2 of those were at $2 million or more. Average sold price, although it's up from the previous week to $1,171,000, if we're looking at a trend line, looks like average prices are trending down in Brampton. 1,171,000 is 12% lower than where we were this time a year ago. And although I have 3 months on the board here, when you kind of look at the difference year over year percentage, the high percentages of the double digit changes in percentage, 10%, 10%, 14, 11, 12, there's quite a few double digit percentages as far as being lower than where prices were a year ago. Median price is 8% lower than where we were this time last year. The dotted line, the 4-week moving average, it's pretty clear. Prices are trending down in Brampton. This is for detached properties. 56 were sold. 27% of those sold at list price or more. Listings are up from 173 to 218. Active listings, 828 available detached properties. I'm just going to go back. 56 were sold. 828 are available for sale. So there's lots of choices out there. Months of inventory sitting at 3.4. It's down from the previous week. It was climbing. Now it's, I would say 3.4 is just kind of normal, what we've been seeing over the last 6, 7, 8 weeks or so. Here's Durham region. Again, for Durham, I'm using Pickering, Ajax, and Whitby. Detached properties only. 55 detached properties were sold. Average price is $1,105,000. I would say average price in Durham is starting to trend. Excuse me, has been trending down, not starting, has been trending down. 1,105 is 7% lower than where we were this time a year ago. The median price is 6% lower. The dotted line, the 4-week moving average, does show prices trending down in the Durham region. 55 were sold. Still, the percentage is selling at list price or more. It's quite high, 66%. Listings are up, just like all regions, right across the board, across GTA. Listings in most cases are way up from the previous week. Active listings is increasing. Months of inventory is increasing. We're sitting at 1.8 months of inventory. As months of inventory go up, we usually see prices trending down. Here's a quick summary of months of inventory. In most cases, we're going to see a balanced market. Durham region, kind of at the top end of a seller's market. You're starting to see cracks in the system a little bit, I would say, where everything used to sell at list price or more and multiple offers on everything. A lot of them not working out these days, and properties are being relisted. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.